Song number 6 is called Skin and Bones. Let's do the practice skills at the top of the page. These are similar to Triple T, but really this song is in a different meter. So you may have noticed on our first several songs, they had a meter of 4/4 or 2/4. And what that meant was that in each box of music or each measure of music, there were 2 quarter notes happening or 4 quarter notes happening. So 2 tas worth of music or 4 tas worth of music. Well, on this song, Skin and Bones, you have the meter of 6/8. And so in each box of music, each measure, there will be at least 6 eighth note worth of music, or 6 T's worth of music. So if you kind of look at this beginning part, you can count all the T's and you will find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 T's fit in that first measure of music. Okay, so instead of saying triple T, this time we're just going to say T, 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 because we're in a new meter. We don't have to say triple T here. If you see a quarter note with a dot next to it, the dot makes the quarter note longer. So instead of calling it a ta, we're going to call it a tum to make it last just a little bit longer. It's just ever so slightly longer than it used to be with that dot next to it. All right, so let's say the rhythms that we see at the top of the page in our first skill. Ready, set, here you go. T, 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 tum. This time, let's say the letter names. Ready, set, here we go. E, 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 G, 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 A, A, B. This time, let's do the air and fingers and tongue. Ready, set, here we go. Let's play it. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, here you go. Let's look at the next skill. We have more tum sized notes where we have a ta with a dot next to it. These are called dotted quarter notes. You are also going to notice in this this second skill that we're practicing, there are some eighth notes all by themselves, or T's all by themselves. We are so used to seeing 2 T's next to each other, but T's can actually be by themselves. Sometimes notes will get flipped upside down and the stem will be hanging down, or if it's a T, the flag will be hanging down. It's still the same type of note, whether it's upside down or right side up, okay? So let's try to say the rhythms that we see in this next skill. Ready, set, it starts on tum. Tum, 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 ta, ti, ta, ti, ta. Let's try it one more time. And remember that dot on the note at the end also makes it longer. So that's a much longer note than what we're used to. Let's say the letter names. Ready, set, here we go. G, E, G, A, B, 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 B. This time, let's do the air, fingers, and tongue. Ready, set, and here we go. Let's try to play it. Ready, set, here we go. All right, let's look at the song. You will notice this song has a repeat. So if you look at the music, it's on the second line of music, right before where there's number 7 and it says she opened the door. So that repeat symbol means that when you get to that part of the song, you go back to the beginning and you do it again. And in this particular song, there are 7 different verses. So you would go back and repeat 6 times and then play the 7th verse at the end. Now, we are not going to play this song that many times. So I actually want you to ignore the repeat sign. You don't have to worry about it, but please know that that repeat would typically mean that we would go back and do it again. And if we were singing the song right now, we would do that. But because we're playing the recorder, we're just going to play the song through once. And we're going to skip over the repeat. Okay? So let's say the rhythm. It starts with a T. 1, 2, 3, here you go. T, 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 ta, T, tum, tum, ta, T, tum. T, 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 ta, T, boo. So at the end, you don't even have to play your recorder. You could just say boo because it's got a cool sound effect at the end. All right, let's go through and say the letter names. Ready, set, letter names. E, G, G, E, G, G, E, G, A, E. B, A, G, E. E, G, G, E, G, E, boo. This time, let's do the air and tongue and finger practice. Ready, set, here you go. Boo! All right, let's play it. We'll go a little bit slower when we're playing it. Ready, set, here we go. Boo!